Hello, Namaste. Welcome everyone onto my educational channel. Today we are going to discuss about the one of Ayurveda's important terminological concept, that is the Prakrut and Vaikrut dosha. The concept of dosha represents the fundamental regulatory principle of the human body and mind in. They are the primary functional units responsible for maintaining physiological harmony and when disturbed lead to pathogenesis. Dosha exist in two states. One is the Prakrut, that is the natural or physiological state, and Vaikrut, that is the abnormal or pathological state. Understanding the distinction between these two is essential for comprehending the difference between health and disease. So, without wasting any time, let's we try to understand about this terminology, that is the Prakrut and Vaikrut dosha. So first we discuss with the meaning and etymological derivation of term Prakrut and Vaikrut. The term Prakruti is derived from the root Prakaroti iti Prakruti, that which creates or performs naturally. Hence, Prakrut dosha refer to the natural balanced state of the dosha inherent in every individual or physiological process and otherwise maintain homeostasis. Vaikrut means that derived from Vikriyate iti Vikruti, meaning that which is altered or deviated. Therefore, Vaikrut dosha denotes the deviated, vitiated, or pathological state of the dosha resulting from imbalance or improper function, which may be congenital or temporary. Now we discuss about the formation of Prakrut and Vaikrut dosha. So during the intrauterine life, at the time of fertilization, due to dominance utkata of dosha, Prakriti individual's unique constitution is formed and remain unchanged throughout the life. It is non-vitiated dosha status. Utkata means aggravation of the dosha within the normal physiological limit, not beyond the normal physiological limit. The dosha which aggravates within the normal physiological limit is termed as a prakrut, which having capacity to form the seven different type of the individual constitution on the basis of concern dosha dominance. That is some dosha prakriti, three dosha in equilibrium status, visham dosha prakriti, single or dual dosha dominance. This inherent state of dosic dominance, whether balanced or some or unbalanced vishama, is natural and non-pathological for that individual. The dosha which aggravates beyond the physiological limit is termed as a Vaikrut and which will put into the garb or embryo or create congenital anomalies. The Prakrut dosas become the seed of the vitiated dosas, and when disturbed from their natural state, they begin to move from their normal equilibrium. So they are described as mala of aha ras, byproduct of improper digestion or metabolism. They descend and occupy the same sites as their natural counterparts, but now act harmfully. When aggravated, they damage dhatu, obstruct channels, and cause disease. Depending on time and condition, they may either increase properly to the pramana vruddhi that lead to normal function continues, increase abnormally or decrease vruddhi kshay, disease manifest. So in all bodies they are present and in their natural state they are said to be ulban, nourishing or sustaining. But the Vaikrut dosas, abnormal ones, are the waste products or mulls formed from the ahar rasa, nutritive essence of the food that arise from the embryo onward. What is the significance in the concern to the health, susceptibility and abnormality? Sam and Visam Prakriti both are natural or Prakrut. Some Prakriti means that when all three dosas are in equal proportion, it represents the ideal physiological balance. Such individuals are naturally healthy, anatu. All diet regimen could be assimilated as their internal environment is stable and resistant to disease. While Visham Prakriti, single or dual dosha dominance, when one or two doshas are dominant, this relative imbalance becomes that individual's own natural balance. Even though quantitatively unequal, it is still a prakrut or natural state, non-pathological. So because it is congenital and stable as it formed at the time of conception, body's homeostasis system consider it as own, and according to that, it regulates physiological physiology throughout life by responding to feedback system in concern with dosha status and maintain the body's health. However, due to the inherent qualities of the predominant dosha, such individuals are more prone to disease involving that dosha. For example, Vata Prakriti more likely to experience dryness, anxiety, and degenerative condition, while Pitta Prakriti more susceptible to inflammation, acidity, and irritability. Kapha Prakriti prone to lethargy, heaviness, and congestion. Thus, Prakriti is inherent dosic configuration, whether balanced, sum, or unequal. That is the Visham. So, in Visam dosha Prakriti status, when individual's homeostasis system fail to respond to the influencing factor, improper diet, lifestyle, season, emotion, and so on, it get disturbed and produces different abnormality. Now, Prakriti dosha descend and occupy as Vaikrut dosha, which act harmfully. We can convert that abnormal, unhealthy status, that is the Vaikrut, into Prakrut, sometime by advising appropriate diet regimen and sometime by prescribing the Prakriti based personalized medicine after identifying individual's constitution and diagnosing the vitiated Vaikrut dosha in that abnormality. If this type of proper treatment approach is not introduced timely, it proceeds further into chronic form and thereafter even it lead to death in some cases. It means that Vaikrut dosha status is a temporary alteration of Prakrut dosha owing to influencing factors. We can bring back them normal or Prakrut by following appropriate diet, regimen and consent treatment approach. Exception is mostly congenital Vaikrut dosha. Nourishment of dosha during intrauterine life and after the birth. At the seventh month of the intrauterine life, fetus is completely associated with the Vat, Pitta and Kapha. During the intrauterine life, Prakrut dosha status is governed by the mother's diet regimen. Due to body continuously undergoes Pakakriya, the degenerated entities are replaced by the ingested diet or food. During Avasthapak, as soon as food containing all six tastes is consumed, it undergoes the first stage of digestion known as the Madur Avasthapak, during which cough is formed, resembling froth as natural outcome of the sweet phase of digestion. Upon completion of the Madhuravasthapak, when the food becomes partially digested, it enters the Amla stage, wherein the semi-digested mass can release the liquid form of pith, known as the Achapith, in the Pachamanasaya, lower portion of stomach along with the small intestine. Subsequently, when the Pakwa portion, the non-absorbable residue after nutrient absorption, reaches the Pakwasaya or large intestine, the drying and solidifying action of Agni convert it into fecal matter. At this stage, Vat is released, representing the Katu phase of digestion. Thus, during the process of biological transformation of ingested food within the gastrointestinal tract, immature form of the dosas arise sequentially. Udirna cough in the Amashaya, stomach, upper portion, Achapit in the Pachamanasya, lower portion of stomach and small intestine, and Vata in the Pakwasya, that is the colon. This immature form subsequently undergo Nishtapak, final or complete transformation, attaining their mature physiological state endowed with all their natural properties. The Vat formed in the colon further undergoes biological transformation and then circulates throughout the body, supporting various physiological functions. Thank you.